Dr. ZA here, and welcome to a new Let's Play slash a tutorial of Farming Simulator 19. Today I am going to just start out a playthrough, and we are going to play unmodded, just going to right out of the box play the game. Now, one of the first things, today I am going to just start out a playthrough, and we are going to play unmodded, just going to right out of the box play the game. Now, one of the first things, I am not going to be using a controller, just going to be using a keyboard, and I am going to kind of go over a little bit of the way how that works. I have the game set up as so, and I have the menu sounds you can't really do anything about, unfortunately, but if there's anything in here that differs from the start, we are going to just let it go. So it's just out of the box, no big deal. We are going to start a new career. We are going to start a new save file and a new farmer. And we are going to do so on Ravenport, which is in the base pack. Like I said, this is all going to be pretty standard out of the box. We're going to deselect all mods because I have none. I'm not going to do any for this playthrough. So while this is loading in, congratulations on buying Farming Simulator. It is an amazing game, one which I enjoy quite a bit. I also need to turn off this window capture because we're not doing any music today. But yeah, let's take that down. Now, Farming Fridays is going to be a thing. Every Friday I am going to record Farming Simulator from roughly 2:15. I mean, I'll start streaming at about 2 o'clock Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it will be a thing. Now let's see if I get the game to load. It's taking awfully long loading time. There we go. So anyway, we are not going to do the tutorial because, you know, that's what I'm doing. So hello. Yeah, so this is your starting out location. Now, I highly advise brand new people to just hit tab. This takes you right here. You'll be in your harvester, and you hit Q right out of the box. You're ready. Now, before we actually get started with the harvesting and stuff, I'm going to go through and I'm going to make sure, let's turn our time scale right now down to real time. That way we don't need to pause. It's no big deal. We're only going to waste a few minutes. You play the game the way you want to, but I usually have the time set on real time. But for this, we're going to do a 5x because real time takes a while. But that's not now. I leave traffic on just to keep it interesting, to keep me from falling asleep at the wheel, as it were. But depending on how you want to do it, keep your traffic on or turn it off. It does not matter. These settings don't matter. It's based on how you want it. Now, I usually turn the fuel usage up because it seems a little unfair, but I do turn off the helper by fuel. I do turn off the helper by seed and fertilizer, slurry, etc. Plant growth is fine. Plant withering, it's okay to leave it off. If you want it more realistic, you put it on. That way you have a timer in which case to do it. Periodic plowing I'm going to turn on. Yeah, that's that. Let's go ahead and save the game. Now, one thing we want to do is when you're playing with mouse and keyboard, you will notice that as you drive forward and you try to hit in your A and D keys, you're going to zip back and forth. In order to change that, we want to go to this window right here, which is the computer monitor with a cog, and then we're going to come down to here. I set it on 50. That gives you the more realistic, tractor turning slower, but you set it to what is most comfortable for you. I would start at 50, and then if it's too slow, move it up. Steering sensitivity, same thing. Start at 50, move it up. And then everything else is, you know, I would turn off switch to train, because that leaves the train to do its own thing. And then, yeah, no, whatever else is going on, don't worry about it. You just go ahead and play. Now, first you need to unfold the harvester. So you hit X to unfold the harvester, you hit B to start that up, and then off you're going. Also, you know, you'll notice you're putting back a straw path behind it. You can turn that on or off as you prefer. With it on, you make more money. With it off, it leaves less mess. But yeah, so you have two options at this current point. You can sit here and do this until you run out, in which case, you know, no biggie. It's learn how to drive straight. You can go backwards. But yeah, you notice how it feels more smooth on the turning. That's what I was showing you with the steering sensitivity and speed. It helps you adjust with the controller, etc. Now, alternatively, if you don't feel like sitting here, just hit H. That puts a helper in here. No big deal. And then we'll go over here to the next one. Hit Q to attach the two items that are sitting there waiting for you. I go ahead and hit G. Now again, you can hit V to lower your tool. And you just start pulling forward, although I missed a swath there. That is okay. It's easy to go back. Voila. You touch my tra-la-la. And off we go. Now I have again hit H in order to get this started because I don't feel like sitting here doing this. It is okay, whatever you want to do. Again, Q. We are going to plant something other than wheat. We are going to plant oat. It produces straw, similar to wheat. Also, if you do want to have animals and whatnot, it's up to you. You will need oats if you plan on having horses, or or whatever. So we're going to move to the edge here. We are going to hit G to put it on the correct tool. And then now that we are lined up correctly, we are going to hit B to turn on the sower, and V to lower the sower, and then pull forward. And then once we get it angled up, again, you can sit here and do this yourself if you wish, or press H to get you a helper. I use a lot of helpers in order to get multiple things done at the same time. Now that we got all our fields being worked, except for the one in the back, which we'll deal with that in a second. Now we have this thing right here. Now, our crop destruction was on, so one thing we never ever want to do is drive over our crops with a tractor, because that will destroy them. It's pretty self-explanatory. I will give you an example. This is only an example, and mainly because I don't care about what we're doing over here, so let's see. You notice how it leaves a swath there? That is crop destruction. It wasted money. So you do not want to drive over that with crop destruction. It's up to you as to whether or not you keep that on or not. I'm going to keep it on just because it keeps me going. Now, in your starting farm, there are a lot of things that you absolutely do not need. They serve no purpose whatsoever. What I advise you doing is go to your garage by hitting P and backspace, and then go over to buildings, or scroll down until you get to your buildings. This serves a purpose. Keep it. This kind of serves a purpose. It's up to you. It's money, but it's only $4,500. So I'm going to keep it. You do what you want. The stable serves no purpose whatsoever. We're going to sell that. That is $40,000 that is occupied by garbage. Again, farm storage serves no purpose. It's just there. Get rid of it. The barn, no purpose. Up to you as to whether or not you do this or not, of course. The shed, no purpose. The garage, no purpose. The shack, no purpose. The farmhouse serves a purpose. This is where you sleep to advance time quickly, so we're going to keep that. That brings up our resources and also frees up all this area over here for whatever we want to do. If we want to put an animal shed, if we want to, you know, just increase the size of our field, that, you know, we have room to do that now. All right, so let's continue on with this. I do not need this trailer at the moment, but we are going to, so we're going to drop it off here. This tractor right here. It's nice to have that third tractor, but this tractor is not, is very slow. It's very, very weak. Let me look at it. Let's look at the stats on it. All right. Yeah. Actually, that doesn't even tell me. It's got 150 horsepower. It's very low. And its max speed is 15 miles per hour. That's, you know, not a great tractor. Now it's free, so you can't complain about that. But, you know, who needs that? So I'm going to sell it because I don't want it. Now, this wagon right here. It's an okay wagon. I'm going to use it for other things here in a minute, so you know, we're not going to mess with that. Now, I've sold one of my tractors. We have two. Oh, another bad thing about that tractor. Let me let me go to it. See this one right here? You can do some adjustments, like you can make it thin-wheeled or whatnot in order to be able to drive through fields, but you can't do anything else with it. You can't use a front-end loader. There's really no reason for it. So we're not going to mess with that one. Now, I am 100% fine, even though it has 150 horsepower. I am 100% fine with any of these small tractors. Any of them, of these other ones, are fine. It's up to you how much you want to spend, whether you want the small or not. It is entirely up to you. You can get up to 201 horsepower with this one. It's whatever you want to do. No biggie. Same thing here. You can get up to 138 horsepower. This one's not great, but it gets a front end loader. Or we can go to medium tractors. This is what you start with your other one. Now we are going to adjust our other two tractors. We're going to get rid of one eventually, but we're not worrying about that right now. But one of the best things about this tractor is this setup right here. And then the engine, you can go up all the way up to 261 horsepower. It's a good amount of horsepower there. But again, not necessary to have all that. So this one right here is a decent tractor. Let me figure out what I am doing. I know I want a front end loader. How much horsepower do I care about? Does that get rid of the front end loader? Yeah, it does. So we ain't gonna worry about that. Let's put the front end loader on it. Engine setup. It goes up to 164. Okay. Probably not going to do that one, though. What about you? I can't afford you yet, but, I mean, I can, but this one, you have a front-end loader. This is a pretty nice setup right here. We might do this. And it starts out with 235 or 197,000. But we're not doing that right now. Our major thing we want is we're going to go to trailers because we had that straw swath. So what we want to do is we want to go to baling technology, and we're just going to get a standard, pretty cheap 49,000 hay baler, or baler, not necessarily hay baler, because we're going to put straw in it. All right, so where are you going, sir? All right, as soon as one of these tractors get done, we are going to go pick up our new item. But since I'm watching you, let me just take care of this myself. Now, if you are, I can't really show you very well, but if you look at the map part, the first number is the degrees, the angle. When you are going in a field, almost always they are in squarish areas. You can set yourself up to be exactly along the lines of like 270 and 90, 180 and 0, etc. But these two tractors, I like them a lot. They're really good starting out tractors. You can upgrade their the horsepower up, like I said, to 261. Well, you know, pretty good. They're not too terribly expensive. All right, my harvester is done. So we are going to take our crop over to the silo in just a second, as soon as I get done with this. Now, one of the best features of a farming simulator is this is a very stable multiplayer game. So if you have a group of friends that you want to play with, you know, each one of you can do different jobs, or you know, you can competing farms. All right, now once I get done picking up the straw, we will need to be plowing here, or not plowing, cultivating. That's the word. All right, so now what we're going to do with you is we are going to drop off your weight. All of them are getting done at once, and that's always the way. Oops. Okay, now we're going to take this this trailer and in order to fix it, because we are going to change its pattern. We don't want this is going to be our hay wagon. Then when we get to modding and stuff like that, then we will talk about better forms of this, but this is the base game. This is for brand new players. Never opened us up before. You don't want to complicate things with a bunch of mods. That is, you know, why bother with that? This game is ready to play right out of the box. And you can get hours upon hours upon hours of enjoyment out of it without adding any mods at all. It's not like a lot of games where you need to buy a bunch of DLC in order to play, you know, to make it better. Alright, and if you want to do cockpit view, just hit C to change your camera angle. That would be helpful, yeah, thank you. If only I knew how to drive on. It does not matter. There is no traffic, sir. Until I get here. Once I get to this point, there's traffic. Alright, And then we are going to take this wagon right back here so we can doctor it up. Run over to this symbol right here, and we are going to customize it. Configuration, bailover, there it is. I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? Did you have a good night at work last night? Alright, now we have this wagon here. We are going to bring it up. This will be a good place to have the tractor with the front end loader. Let's park right in the middle of the parking spaces. Oh, lovely. I need to go so I can get sleep. All right. Now you can set cruise control with the 3 button. And you can change your speed with the 1 and the 2 button. It has a maximum, obviously, of the fastest the tractor can go, which for this one is 26 miles per hour. But you can, if you, for whatever reason, 26 feels too slow or too fast, you can slow it down. It's Natalie's fault. Of course it's Natalie's fault. Now, after I get all this stuff going and we have everything set up perfectly, I'm going to do something that, you know, you'll DM me? Okay. No, you DM me, sir. Let's unfold this baler, and we will deal with that in a second. Next thing we want to do is move over into this one. Alright, there we go. And then, because we have another whole field that we need to sow, this one here as well. And there's that. Let's move you. We can turn off those lights, because we don't need them. And 1 second. Now again, I recommend this particular map starting the location because it pretty much gives you everything that you need to get started, and it also gives you it had all that good stuff. It has all that good starting stuff, and it also has a way for you to get the feel of it. Everything is pretty standard. So yeah. All right, and then let's go back to the game. We are going to bring that in. Now we are going to park this thing because we don't need it for what we're going to do next. And this is why I keep that shed, because we're going to park it, make it look all nice and neat. And hit tab. Okay. I'm tired of hearing the engine. Anyway. Next thing we are going to do is we're going to go back to our tractor. I'm going to decide on a small tractor, and we are going to base it on the speed of said tractor. So it's either the Valtra or the Fendt Favorite. Let's go with the Fendt Favorite. We'll start off with it. And we are going to put a front end loader on it. Doesn't that look like a nice tractor? And then, without further ado, because I don't need it for much, I'm just going to go ahead and purchase it for $77.5 thousand. And voila, we have a vehicle with the front end loader. Now, before I forget, because I will, let's buy said front end loader. And we are going to change it to Fendt Classic, because that is what we bought. And then /buy. Then we need some forks, or something to use as forks. So let's get a bale spike, because it's cheaper and this will also work. Fendt Classic. Voila. Okay. All right, and then pick up this other piece to it. Voila. Oh, we're gonna need seed. That reminds me. While I'm here, let's go ahead and buy a bag of seed. Or should we buy... I think we might want to buy a pallet of seed. Yeah, let's do that. There's my pallet. Right there. Now, in order to control your fork, you just use your mouse. It's pretty standard. This is the funny part because I'm not very good at it. Lower it to the ground. This is the entertainment for the day, y'all. That's terrible. That's so bad. But doesn't matter as long as it gets the job done. Oops. It doesn't matter as long as it works. Well, anyway. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. This is not a tutorial on how to drive a front end loader. You learn that on your own because I can't show you. I can't even teach myself. Once you have the straps though, you're good. Because it'll hold it steady. I believe Don't quote me, but I believe those straps will hold up to like 2 bales high, maybe 3 at the most, of square bales. And so I think it would hold 2 of those pallets right there. You'll teach me? Now, again, you're welcome to. And this is another game, by the way, where if you play games with people who have the all the DLC and stuff like that, you can't. This game does not work that way. You have to buy. Each one of you have to buy the DLC, and each one of you has to have the right mods. So it is a little bit complicated when it comes to that. Much more complicated than games like Hunter Call of the Wild or any of the Paradox Entertainment ones, but you know. Alright. Oops, I forgot to take the straps off. There we go. I can't, yeah, I didn't think I could. I can unload here, it says. Nope. I'm such a good teacher. Probably not the best place to park in order to do this, but hey. Ah, there, hey. See? I did it better that time. Alright, we are going to put this pallet down right here. And there we are. Now we need to park our trailer somewhere a little bit different, because it's in the way. Generally around this field that we are about to fix. All right, now I can get out. And here comes the really exciting job, baling straw. All right, so the gist of baling straw, for those of you who don't know, is you see the straw line, you run over it. That's all there is to it. Your hopper will fill up. Each bale is roughly 4,000 whatever, like kilograms or grams or what. I don't know what that number actually stands for. Units. But after 4,000 it is full and you need to unload it. Roughly about 3,500 it will start beeping at you. And in order to unload it, you just hit Y. That opens up. Out pops your thing. You hit Y again. Voila. Missed a little bit of straw, but I don't care. We'll get it at the end. If I need to. This is oh, Ashes of Creation? Dude. I'm so ready for that game. But yeah, here we are. Drive along. This is unfortunately a job you cannot assign to a helper. You actually have to manually do it. So there's that. And yeah, oops. Back it up. And again, you don't have to do this. This is just money. You know, this is extra money on top of selling the crop itself. So it is up to you as to whether or not you do this or not. If you don't feel like taking the time, don't. But if you are one of those people who want to optimize the game, get every scrap of profit you can out of it, you got to make sure that you do the strawing, the baling of the straw as well. And I myself like to make as much profit as I can. Once we are done with all this and we have everything planted, I will show you another method of playing the game, and it is up to you as to whether or not you do it this way or not. As it is with most things, as it should be. It's your game. You paid for it. Play it as you want. Now, some people, you will see watching this on Twitch, some people have steering wheels, and I too have a steering wheel. But this is just out of the box, using you don't have to have a controller, just your keyboard and mouse will do. Everything else is you know, just an added bonus. Alright, and now we are done doing the straw for this area, so we are going to park the baler. Anywhere is fine, just somewhere out of the way. And let's pick this back up. Hit Q about 30 times, and you know, just to make sure it's working. You gotta make sure your Q button's working. Okay, now, actually I want to go back to that one. Okay, so we are going to move this particular tractor to that field in the back, because when you start the game, let's go to our map. When you start the game, you start off with these two areas right here. All four fields, rather, are yours to do with as you please. So we are going to plant it all with oats for now. right. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is he doing? I have a method to my madness. But it's still okay to always ask what I'm doing, because it doesn't always mean I know what I'm doing. There might be a quicker and easier way to do things. It's up to you on how you do it. However, I like to do what is called a footer and a header on most of the fields that have like trees and whatnot around them. That way your helpers will kind of not make weird gaps as they're going through. Well, thank you, Stranger. I like to help out when I can. Momo hearts to you as well. But once you run 2 lines generally, that's enough. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want for my emotes, so they are coming along slowly. You need an invader heart? Okay. I want to get a bald, like my dude with the beard, with a pair of heart eyes for like when people subscribe. Okay, so as we have mentioned, crop destruction is on. However, the crops aren't down yet, so no biggie. Just so you know, it's not until they're actually out on the ground that you need to worry about crop destruction. So anyway, we will let our helper go do his thing. We're gonna drop that off right there. Now we got to pick up. Give her all the work. It keeps her out of trouble. All right, now we're gonna pick up the this. We're gonna put it on the back of the trailer. I only got, you will have to get more subscribers in this channel for me to do 2 emotes, unless you plan on subscribing at a higher tier. I have not figured out what I'm going to do for the different tiers, but yeah, I only got the 1 spot until I get more subscribers. I'm at 7. I got 8 more to go, 8 more spots to go, and then we got to maintain it in order to keep the said subscribers. The emotes, rather. I gotta figure out what's. Oh, I gotta figure out what's going on with the sub badges myself. Because you two should have a sub badge, even though I haven't. Like, it's just the basic one right now, but... Oh, shoot. Nope, a little further. La da da. Oh, is that what it is? It's the first? Okay. Okay. I guess the first is more important than anything else. That makes sense. Thank you for the information, sir. Thank you so much there, Stranger, for gifting that sub to Autonomous. Autonomous, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your sub badge. There, see? You have a sub badge. Well, an arrow hit. The arrow wasn't coming through, and yeah. Anyway. Well, now you don't have to. Alright, and then once you have your hay bales on your tractor. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Of course, there's 4, so we are going to do... He's got a point. He's got a point. Alright, all strapped in. He's not EU. They left. They just have a National Health Service. Anyway. And yeah, let's see how well this works when Now, you may be asking yourself, is there a quicker way to deal with hay bales? The answer is yes. There is. There's a much quicker way of doing this. However, this is for those on a budget. Just out of the box, not complicating things. Actually, it's probably cheaper to do it the other way, but that's side the point. This is more fun. It's way more fun. Right? Right. Okay. So, I'm going to go the long way to get to the animal shelter. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Nope, not this one. This one. Yeah, that's the animal dealer. Is there a barn? Yes, there's the barn. I'm going the wrong way to sell this. Alright. It helps to look at the map. So this brings us to rule number 1. Don't follow Invaders EA. No matter how confidently I go off in a direction, that does not mean I know which way to go. It just means I'm going. Yes, especially in Wailing Caverns. And always remember your water. What did I drink in front? I don't remember that story. That's not one I remember. Alright. See, there was 1,000 euros, because I have euros on for some reason, that would have been wasted if we didn't take the time to bail them. Now, to finish the earlier statement of... Oh, no, that was milk. That was milk. You're supposed... Right-clicking or double-clicking the milk does not transfer it into the trade window. It makes you sit down and drink it. There's a fairly large difference between milk and water. I mean... The only similarities between them is they're both fluid. One is bad for you, but everybody seems to be under the impression that it's good for you. I'll let you figure out which one's which. Thank you again, Estranger, for gifting that sub to Nevermind Games. Welcome to the subscribers, Nevermind Games. Appreciate you being here. You just wanted to be first, is that what it is? You wanted that first by your name? Okay, fair, fair. I'll take it. I'll take it like a champ. Alright, so now we have our tractor parked. And now we are going to go over here. And again, I am not going to sit there and do that. We do have one more item that we have to purchase. This is a have to. Now, you can do it in any way, shape, or form you wish, but you need fertilizer. It increases the yield of your crops. This is one that you can buy if you want. You can buy, let's see, one like this that will do fertilizer and herbicide if you want. That is an option. Same thing here, an option. However, the liming is on. There's only one thing that will do lime and fertilize at the same time, and that is this one. And I like this one the best. And yep, I will go with big. We will go with thin, narrow tires, and that brings us up to 40,000. So we're going to buy said $40,000 thing, and let's go pick it up. Oh yes, I had mentioned that I would show you the baling technology. Let me drive straight first. Not important, not required to drive straight, but you know, it helps. Also helps to pick a side of the road, but not necessary. And in case you're wondering, that cup is coffee. All right, where are we sitting at? We're at 98,000, so we're still pretty good there. We need any other item that I can think of that we absolutely have to have. We got fertilizer, we're gonna need that. Yes, pink lemonade. I like pink lemonade. If I was drinking pink lemonade, I would be honest. I like pink lemonade. Okay, so the way the easiest way to pick up bales is to get a trailer to pick up bales. I don't have any of the mods attached. So your basic one. Alternatively, if you want the easiest way to do it, it is pick this baler right here because it produces square bales. And then this trailer right here, it has an auto loader. That's the easiest way to do it. And if you have money for it, by all means. So now we want to buy fertilizer. Unfortunately, we can't buy pallets. I am buying multiples in case you're wondering. Da da da. That's 8, 4, 8, almost 12. 11, I think, is where I was at, which is fine. I'm not going to sit here and do that. You got bit by a spider last night. Don't they know it is winter? Oh, fair enough. That's why they're inside. Let me put that over there for a second. All right. You can tell, one thing you can tell with this game is when you alt-tab is... Yeah, I remember you saying it was going to get super, super cold. And -10 is going to be ridiculously cold. I hit a rail. Yeah. There's a lot of texture. Each individual thing in there has textures, and I need my video card does not like. That's it. I don't know if you see it when I'm playing the Hunter Call of the Wild, but when I'm in the forest and I have all those textures, phew. I have 3 games with 3 different auto moves. I was playing Skyrim last night, and yeah, it's my video card. It's not the game itself. It's not like this game is intense. My video card, for whatever reason, is my 2070, which has 0 problems, which should have 0 problems in this, is having issues because it is just, I think it's like a faulty video card or something. Apparently the 2070 series has a lot of issues. But yeah, it's totally on my end, not anybody else's. Alright, again, with this one, you want a footer. Because you have all that room. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I just upgraded, and I gotta get a new video card. Oh, you can barely handle this thing, huh? You poor thing. Oh, my other one is done, so yeah. All right. There's a woodpecker. But yeah, like I said, like I was saying, it's totally on my end. It's not the game. This game, the only way you'll really have issues with this game is if you get into lumber. Then each individual chunk of tree you cut up is its own separate texture. So you might have issues there. I don't know, but I would be careful because that's what I had, and that I had the error on. All right, now the this is going to be completely set up. All right. Shh. I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for a 300 or 3000 series as well, and that's gonna be fun. Trying to get one of them things, if I'm even able to. But anyway, yeah, hopefully it will. But the tax season in the U.S. is coming, so it'll probably be just as crazy. No. IRS is going to slow things down a bit. Oh, I forgot. I gotta seed this one yet. Well then. Okay, this is the one that I have to go park, not the other one. Now, you will notice that my tractors are dirty. And just so you know, that doesn't matter. It is only visual. It has nothing to do with the performance of the tractor. There is the 2 gauges on this tractor that do matter. If you will look to your bottom right, you see the one that looks like a wrench. That is your maintenance level of your tractor. The lower that, the less green it has on it, the more maintenance you need, or the more it needs maintenance. So, yeah. You get 10 more horsepower with clean wheels? I bet you do. Well, there is a way to have clean wheels. And I'm going to show you that because why not? Just not yet. I got to get this stuff done. I got to get the important stuff done before we worry about the stuff that only matters if you're picky. Only matters if you're nasty. Anyway, so if you care about the visuals, if you care about what your tractor looks like, etc., you want to go to miscellaneous, and this little thing right here is a pressure washer. You put it anywhere you want, as long as you own the land. It does not matter. I usually put it near the place where I park my my vehicle. You can turn it in whatever direction you want. And as long as the symbol is green, that's all that matters. So, let's see, where do I want it? I'm going to put it right here. And then I will probably move it later. Who has, okay, you've already used it. Mustache is tickling my nose. And then I'm going to go use the pressure washer. Just to show you. And off we go. Now, one thing about the pressure washer. Now, if this thing was extremely dirty and whatnot, like if I had been doing different things, each thing is its own piece. Like the fertilizer, you got to clean it separately from the tractor. The front end loader is also separate from the tractor, and the front end loader attachment is separate from the tractor, or the front end loader. So each thing is completely its own set of polygons and textures and whatnot. You do not have to sit there and walk around. Of course, you can't go any further. You do not have to walk around each thing. All you got to do is touch it. If you touch it, it will clean off the entire tractor. However, if you wish, you can walk around and make it as realistic as you want. It is just not required. You hang it up, you're done. See, it's all nice and pretty and shiny. Just like new. Now I gotta go do the this field. Because, yeah. It is important, super important, for maximum yield to fertilize your field twice. One damn piece of hair is flicked up. But yeah, fertilize your field, each field twice. And that will increase the maximum yield. It is also is not necessary or required, but there are other things you can do to make sure to in order to optimize your time spent, which is you know, time spent equals money saved. So I'll let you decide exactly how you like to do things, but I generally just want to make sure that I get everything fertilized twice. Everything has to be cultivated, seeded, and then fertilized twice, and not necessarily in that order. Yeah, there we go. And as you tab through each one, it'll flip it on. But see this one right here, because I fertilized it first, once this guy is done seeding, I can immediately get my second coat of fertilizer. And so generally what I like to do is, before I cultivate, go run the fertilizer, then you cultivate. You'd run the fertilizer again, pass the seed, you're done. You can forget it. But again, not required. You do it any way you want. If you want to, you can seed, drop fertilizer, wait for the first growth, drop another fertilizer, but you can only fertilizer during one set. You have to change it up. So either cultivating or planting or sowing, or each growth phase, you can do a fertilizer one time. And then once this is done, done with the seeding, we will go ahead and up the time, because we are done for a while. We just got to make sure that no seeds, or I'm sorry, no weeds cover our fields. And then you can pass the time however you want. This is a decent time to, like, if you want to raise animals, this would be a decent time. Once you get your fields planted, this would be a decent time to get all that set up. If I may do that actually once we get this done. Well, y'all want horses, cows, sheep, or pigs or chickens first? Horses are more interactive, so I'm gonna do horses first. This will require me to get a loan, but me. Probably shouldn't have sold that straw, but I was not thinking at the time. If you really want to set the place up for horses, you need to get you a hayfield, which, I mean, as we go through, we can set this up. We have a lot of room. Let's see. We have all this room up here, which is there's a lot of forest area up here. And then we have all this area here. So yeah, we've got plenty of room to do this stuff. But an alternative start, not to complicate things, but an alternative start is to sell everything and then buy only what you need. Like, because if you sell this entire farm and every building and every tractor and everything in it, that will net you over 1 million credits. So, and then you can start wherever you want. Like if you wanted to buy this field right here, you know, and work up in here, that's a route. All right, so this one is done. I'm gonna fill up on seed eventually, as soon as I can find it. I need to find my seed. Okay. And let's clean everything up. Yeah, I just got my seed wet, but you know what? You gotta get your seed wet every once in a while. Alright. Now, like I was saying, you can totally after I could totally go to that other one and fertilize it and be done, but I'm not gonna. Okay, did you not, you son of a gun? There we go. Always, 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 always double check the work of your helpers to make sure they did everything. Because sometimes AI gotta AI. Sometimes AI is dumb. All right. Now we are going to park our fertilizer over here by the tractor. This is just how I do things. You do them as you want to. Again, you can sell anything you want, and none of it will matter. What we want to do now is we want to check the price on a small horse farm. All right. Now we're under the shade there. Now, let's go to an animal pen. Let's go all the way. That is sheep. We don't want sheep. So a small horse paddock is 50K. We have 70, so we're good there. And we have this nice little zone right here that is almost perfect to put an animal pen. There's also another one up here if you want to do, and this stuff here, there was a spot yet. So you can do that. I'm gonna put a nice little small one. Let's look for a better. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, and I can't quite show you, but on almost each side, there are the different need zones of your animals. You got your water, you got your food. You also have a drop off point, and a place where you put out straw, and a place where you put out and you put in hay and everything else like that. So what you need to make sure you do is while you're doing all this, is that and make sure you have access to it. So if you're looking at it right now, the straw location is at the top right, or just the very northern part, or what looks like north. But yeah. Yeah, that zone screwed up a little bit, but we don't care. We can smooth it if you want to landscape. Be very, and I do mean very, careful with landscaping. It is expensive. You will waste a lot of money doing it. And if you don't know what you're doing, which, again, don't take my word for it because I'm not very good at it. All right, see how much money I've wasted just doing this? Yeah, smooth around the edges to kind of make it easier for you to get up and down on your trucks and stuff. But is not necessary to do it. This is just a me thing here. I like to have easy access in almost everything. Okay. Nope. Got another spot right there. Beautiful. We are done landscaping there. Could probably use to be smoothed out just a bit more, but still, it's going to be okay. Now we are definitely going to need some money. So how we are going to do that is we are going to hit escape, go to the little money symbol. We are going to borrow from the bank. Yay. All right, so that is that. Now we need to come down here. We need a bale of straw. None of that. Let's go ahead and get 2. Yes. Back on that. And then we're going to need a bale of hay, but we're going to go ahead and get 2. All right. Let's see, what else do we need? We're going to need an animal trailer. We do need water. We're going to buy that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Yeah, I could probably get away with this. I don't know which one I want though. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna grab this one. Right. So what we're going to do is bring this one up here. And again, this is the part where we can increase our time to whatever you want. I'm going to go with times 15 right now, because we have nothing else to do besides piddle around. Oops. I need to drop off something that I forgot to drop off. No, I don't. I am forgetting something. This is why we can't have nice things. Because I forget. I need my my straw bale. Or my wagon. I need my wagon. There we go. And more than importantly, I need coffee. Riding along in my tractor, going 32 miles an hour. Gonna go get some stuff for some horses. Now, in real life, horses are a money sink. Unless you really have like top end horses, you got to invest a lot of money in order to make money with horses. In Farming Simulator, it's pretty much the same in that sense. In order to make money with horses, you have to be you got to put some investment into it. Which is okay. It's just a thing. Same thing for all your animals, really. You have to, with sheep, cows, does not matter. You have to put a lot of money in order to make your money back. I was not sure this tractor was going to be able to pick them up that way. I think I need a weight on the back. I mean, it's only 8,000 pounds. Or whatever that weight measurement is. I don't think that's 8,000 pounds. That would be a lot for this tractor to carry in the front. There are other vehicles that do this a whole lot easier than these tractors, by the way, but they're more expensive, obviously. So, yeah. And they don't have as many uses. I remember one time I was playing and I had a setup that was pretty darn nice. By the way, you hear that sound? That's the train. That is your worst enemy in this game if you're not careful. It has zero forgiveness, and it does not care what you're driving, how much of a load you have, how much money is involved in what it is. It will smash, and it will wreck everything. And it won't slow down. That one went pretty darn good. It's not straight, by no means, but that one went pretty darn good. Alright, I cannot remember which side. Is this the front, or is that the front? Can't remember. That is not it. Houston, we may have a problem. And if we do, we'll just sell it. It's fine. What is it, money? We're not that big. We're not in debt that much. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Well, what is the attachment on this? I wonder if it's the... Is this the attachment? Nope. That's not the attachment. There is a way to get this to work, and I am drawing a blank as to what exactly it is. I guess I could have read it. Alright, well. Alright, that is wonderful. Let me see. What is the... Let's go back here. Let's read it. That was L218. So what is the L218 attachment? And that's the FZ30. So do I got the wrong one? I probably got the wrong one. Oh, I wonder. Let me check something. That's WD MLT. That's, yeah, that's if you owned one of those. Okay, okay. All right, well. Today I learned. Okay, and apparently... Yeah, this thing is backwards, I think. Oh, okay. There was two things there. Okay, okay. Yeah, we're gonna sell that too. All right, now we're gonna go back to this one. Back to the animals. And get the one that has this. Buy. Okay. I probably need to go around to the other side. From the looks of it. Hey! Beautiful. Holy crap, that's bulky. We will see if this thing, if the straps will work with this. That seems wise to me. That's a little pretty good trailer right there. Pretty good load on that trailer, if I do say so myself. No, it won't hold that one in the back, so I probably should have put it in the front. Now I know. And now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Off we go back to our farm. And keep an eye out as you're driving along. If you do it this way, you do not have to, but if you do it this way, keep an eye out behind you so that you don't end up with that thing sitting on the back off the side of the road. But this is still a well set up trailer, in my opinion, even without it being secured. That is the now there is other things to do besides working with animals, and that is also you can totally do contracts in order to make extra money, which is a wonderful thing. Money is always good. But a word to the wise is to always have enough to do in the day to where you're not sitting around twiddling your thumbs. And you don't want to have too much to do. Now, if you wish, you totally can go buy you a truck. Nope, not these trucks. Buy you a car. Now, these are the two base ones. Again, modding is a thing. There are more vehicles, but these are your two vehicles. Could totally buy you a vehicle. In fact, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get this one. We are going to make it Fend Classic because that has been a thing. Let's change our tires back to 0 default. I don't want that anymore. What is it? Chrome? Is that the natural one? Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be our truck. We're gonna buy it. This will help us get back and forth. Now we're still sitting at 21,000, so we have we need a horse trailer, animal transport. Now we may want more. Is there a way to get horses? Nope. The only way to get horses is with this one. So where's our Fend Classic? Right there. Isn't that ugly as hell? But it matches. Let's buy it. Okay, now we are going, I already know we are going to need more money because we have to buy the horses. All right. Now, what we want to do is we want to go to the animal barn and buy some horses. Thankfully, I do know where we're going. Want to go around in the back? Where is the... I said I knew where I was going. Look. Doesn't look like it, huh? Here we are. Now, these are all the animals that you have. So we are going to buy 2 horses, which means we only have 5,900 and well, basically 6,000, and each one of them costs 10,000 or 5,000. So we need 10,000 total. So what are we going to do? We're going to go back to the bank and borrow some more money and borrow 20,000. Now, as with most loans, there is a bunch of loan interest and stuff like that. Now, I am kind of partial to a done, confirm, and then I want a bay. Those are the 2 that I like. All right, now we have our horses in there. And yeah. That looks like it's ready to harvest over there. And if it is, we are going to take that contract. 55 mile an hour with horses in the back. And again, this is why you adjust the speed of your steering wheel, because if you don't, you'll be all over that road. Zigzagging, doing donuts and backflips and everything else. Now, one thing to know, or note, is that you do not have to, on your horses and your pigs and all your animals, you do not have to take care of them. But they will not die from like starvation or whatnot. But if you don't take care of them, they don't grow. Nothing changes. Like, they stay exactly where they are. Now, you may be asking yourself, why didn't I go ahead and do the... Hey, I can take this. We're going to change their name. Alright, and now I have 2 animals in there. Yay. Hey, look, growth stage number 1 is done. So we need to park our horse. Well, we don't need to. Can do this right here, right here, because we don't need our cultivator anytime soon. Okay, this is growth stage 1. During growth stage 1, you do not have to worry, and if I'm not mistaken, watch, I'll make a mistake right here, but if I'm not mistaken, you can drive over growth stage 1. It's once you get to growth stage 2 and on up that you can no longer drive over them. Now, as I get more money, I will basically just go along and improve things in order that I no longer have to buy things from the dealers. Okay. Don't need that no more. Alright, now I have this, so I am going to drive and go get some water. Which means I need my water wagon. Actually a water tank, but still. Kind of wish you could get one of those water attachments that you can put in the back of a truck. There might be a mod for that. I don't know. Because I know it's a fairly common thing in real life. Now I figured doing the fertilizer is going to go super quick for these small fields. Generally, you kind of want bigger fields than the ones you start out with, which is why it's a good starting out learning the game thing, but once you get the game down, you're going to sell it right away and pick you a different location. Now, you can fill up your water tank anywhere there's water. There are certain buildings that, yes, it's another game. There probably is a game named Real Life. But, yeah, anyways, like I was saying, you can get water anywhere. Including there's an ocean, a beach you can go to and to fill up water, and there are different water tanks. I don't know if this one over here works, but let's find out. Yes, it does. While I'm thinking about it, let's move me. I am in the way. There we go. That is a better location for me. And then click on that, and voila. Okay. It's a mod. The real life is a mod for Skyrim. Oh god, Pixel, you scared me. My cat was just right there when I moved my arm. Not my cat, it's my wife's cat, but still. Totally is. It's called Outside Simulator. They also have Cooking Simulator, so Nature VR, yeah, exactly. I think that's the food. Oh, I just bounced off the well, there is a game called The Forest, so there we go. Now, a thing to know is the more horses and animals you have, the more water, the more food, the more everything it takes, obviously. But so it'll hold more. Drop that. Then we will pick this up. Probably doing this the ultra complicated way because it's me. But here is this. Let's drop that there. It's probably set up for roundels from the looks of it. There's that. And voila. One of them is going to fall off, and I don't care which one it is. Oops. It slid right back on. There you go. That'll work. And yeah, that worked beautifully. So another thing I do need that I just realized, I mean, I realized it before, but I haven't done anything about it, is I need another wagon or another trailer in order to bring food and stuff. Not just food, but, you know, other things. Here we go. Do 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 do. You can let go. There we go. How much is that? Thank you, sir. Have fun at your daughter's dance class. You are not prepared. So, now I got this part. Hello. And then we get to figure out their names. One good thing about the horses over everything else is you actually get to name them. So that's good for like viewers and subs. Probably gonna have one named Astradra. Oh God. Can you go? Okay. Alright, so what I need is a weight. I need weight. I had a feeling I was going to need weight. So, let me drive over here. There's that. And there's that. I have antics coming your way. Oh. Is that one done? Let me check. There's no way. Fruit types, growth. Oh, there is two. I did that one. It did that one and not the other one. Well, that was smart. Fine. We'll do it over here. Now, let's see if this is enough weight for that. Yay! There. Isn't it nifty? And then we can park that there. And let's swing this around, and we're going to pick up our fork real quick, and we are going to put that there. And we are going to put this right over here so we can be able to, or be prepared to load up the other one. I guess I should put that there. Okay. Alright, that's that one. That one's done. Let's see. Check this one. Okay, it's not quite. Did it get all that one? Yes, it's except for... Alright, it missed some, so we're gonna fix that. Even though I hate wasting all the fertilizer for it. But, yeah. Stupid tree. I will be removing that tree before all this is done, because it is just in the way. I like to expand these fields and make them bigger. All right, that'll take care of that. And then we got one more field. We do want to go to contracts. So we got field 14. They got that one. Fertilizing on that one. We will probably do field 13. Actually, see, 13,000 for that. We are not doing that. I'm not bailing that. It's possible to do that. 7 looked like it was. Yeah, it's ready to be cultivated. It's ready. So is 6. And 5 is what? Huh. What kind of fruit do we have there? That's canola. So yeah. Whoops. That's fine, I guess. Now, I have pretty much everything I need for the horses. Except for I need oat, which I do have, thankfully. That is the wrong way. This is not the way. And okay, that is this one. So we need 2 more things. Where is the weeder? Right here. So I feel like, this is me, if you're gonna get one, you might as well get the biggest one, considering the difference. Well, you know, actually, this one is fine because it's only 3.2 meters for 10,000 less. But we do need a weeder. We need a weeder, and we also need a wagon or trailer. And we need a big enough trailer to haul. Could probably do with either. What? Let's see. So that's the starting price. And then up to 12 is 1,200. Okay, no. No. You need the most horsepower, spend it like you got it. Yeah. Exactly, you know. When in doubt, take more money out of off the bank. I'm up to 125,000 loan, you know. I mean, it's no biggie. It goes up. It's not like I ever have to pay it off. Totally do. But I am gonna borrow more money. Let's see. This is done, I believe. Huh. Well, there we go on that. Soil composition. I need to get my weeder. But let's remove weed. Yeah, okay. They're all dark blue. so we want to... Oh no, dude, that sucks so much, but it grew. Oh, man. Let me turn down the speed real quick. Yeah, there went that. Oh, wait. I wanted to check the Nope, I lost that contract too. Whatever. This is why I don't usually go at times 15 speed, by the way. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go to the store. We are going to buy the trailer that I want, which is this one right here. Buy. Yes. Okay. We are going to assure that what just happened never does again. Which means I'm gonna fix these tires so that doesn't do it on this tractor again. And oh, I'll wait until I get there. Now you do not have to do any contracts whatsoever in this game, and you can pay off all your loans, you can do everything. It just takes more time, but contracts are there as just, you know, time filler for you. Time filler and money maker. Totally worth doing. I mean, in my opinion. Customize, wheel setup. There's that one. 2,500, and that will never, what just happened on that field will never happen again. And the reason why I do these rear tires like that is because I don't want to flip. Where is my weeder? Where's my weed, man? I know I am just not... There it is, down there. Can that go on the front? Kind of looks like it can go on the front, doesn't it? No, it can't. Now, you can turn off weeds to where you do not have to have a weeder, and they won't affect anything whatsoever. You also do not have to take care of weeds, but if you have weeds in your crop, that is less yield that you're going to have. That are actually crops, are just going to be more weeds in there. All right, dude. Get some rest. All right, unfold this. Voila. Make sure that I am... Yep. All right, cool. And that takes care of that one. Now I am going to drive this one up there, and we want to drop off the weight for now. We'll see if I remember where it's at. That is the challenge there. Now, after I harvest this, we're going to expand the field, the middle fields, or the little fields. We're going to turn that into one big one. The 3 little ones into one big one. And again, I'm going to move, or going to get rid of that tree that's there to make that, to be able to make that feel bigger than it already is. Hi, Pixel. I'm gonna hit that pole. Trying to pet the cat. I am going to put her cat bed in here. I believe that is a thing we are going to do. But it will be behind me there in the middle of the 2 bookshelves. Well, there was a pole there. That's what I get for chewing on my finger. Had a hangnail. Oh, a note. Speaking since I was driving through here. Okay. I do not own this field, so I cannot destroy these crops. So if you do play a multiplayer game, you cannot grief somebody that way. And if you are, and if you have the farm set up correctly, they can't do very much of anything. However, they can dump stuff in the middle of your land, but for the most part, they cannot do very much to grief you. Okay. That's the one I'm looking for. Right there. Go to oat. Start. There we are. And now I need to feed the horses with the oats. There we are. One of the reasons that I grow oats on my farm is that if I do do horses, number one, it has a pretty decent yield. It's a pretty decent cash crop. It's not the best, but out of the three things that produce straw, it is one of the highest yield or highest earning fruits or whatever. Okay, that's our wagon. We're good there. Oh, he was weeding. That's what he was doing. I was trying to remember what I had that other tractor doing. And then, okay, did that get all the ones up? Nope, missed a spot. Is it up? Yes, yes it is. All right, let's drive through here real quick. Let's put that down. Where are you at? Where's your head at? Okay, that's where it is. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, it's that spot where where the thing changed on me. And because I can't get it. Okay, that makes sense. Well, in that case, knowing that now, we are going to do the next ones. But yeah, like I said before, just make sure that all your fields are not weeded, don't have weeds, rather, before you get to the next growth stage. All right, I was going to say, is that not working? Yeah, it is. All right, and now we need to do one other thing. While that is doing that, we need to ride our horses. Before midnight, you need to ride your horses. I need to fix that to where that isn't there. Those are annoying. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter how fast you go. It's based on the amount of time that you ride the horses. I like the canter, personally. Feels the most comfortable for me. But if you go to your location here, this percentage right here, that is how much of a ridden they need to be. So when you buy horses, you buy them for 5,000, and then after 10 days, if you take care of them, clean them, keep them clean, ride them every day, make sure they have food and everything, they grow, and or they get more valuable, and then you can turn around and sell them for 50,000. So it's a 45,000 euro or dollar or whatever profit for each horse. So you do make money doing it. It only costs you the amount of food and the amount of hay and everything else. And if you have everything and you're producing it yourself, it's really only costing you the amount of seed to buy for oats or wheat or whatever, and the time it takes. So it is entirely feasible that yeah, no, you completed your task. But it's entirely feasible that you can make money. It just takes time. And it's whatever you want to do. And you do have to ride them every day. So if this part right here is enjoyable to you, then there you go. Again, this part right here, I have found, like, I have a daughter who plays with me sometimes. This is her favorite part. She loves the animals part. So, and I mean loves the animals. So I have found having a horse farm help, you know, and this game is quite suitable for kids. So, and it teaches them a little bit of responsibility. Oops. Let's turn around. I'm going the wrong way. Usually it is ideal not to be doing this at night. So you can see where you're going. But you can totally Skyrim your way around on these horses. And there is no injury on it, so you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, so you've got your horse and you're doing your thing, coming along through here. If you want to, you don't wind your horse, so you can ride at a full gallop as much as you want. But again, it's not how fast you will go. It's not the amount of distance you travel. It's the amount of time. It is based on a timer. And we are at 92%. Let's make sure we get up to 100% before we turn it back in. You notice the value is going down. That's because it is dirty. And he's clean. Okay. All right. Okay, and this one is Edwin. And again, see, you can You ain't gonna hurt the horse. So, my normal path for a ride is to follow along this road here, and then at the fork, take a right, and then at the second fork, take a left, and then turn into by the Weavers, and then come back. That's my normal path. But this here, that's really all there is to the raising the horses. You just keep them fed, keep them watered, and then, you know, keep them ridden. And again, you know, if you have, the more horses you have, the more work you have to do. But, you know, the more the quicker the payoff. If you can, I think the small stable will give you up to 8 horses. If you can ride 8 horses every day for roughly 5 minutes, so 20 minutes, or no, I'm sorry, that's not, I need to learn the math. So about 40 minutes in a gaming session each game day, riding horses, you know. And again, it's whether or not this is tedious to you or not. So, me, I can do this all day. You might not be able to. The only problem I have is that I feel like I should be farming right now. I should be bouncing around, running a trailer, running a tipper, you know, doing something. I feel like, but so. But however you want to fill your time, it's up to you. We are at 58% on this one. I encountered a sign. A beautiful night. I tell you, this is one of my favorite things about this game is that it gives you that feeling of accomplishment, like you know you're doing something. If that makes any sense whatsoever. You know, you are accomplishing a task, and even if it's just as simple as riding a horse, you know, every day you are accomplishing that task, and that just gives you a sense of accomplishment, you know, that feeling of I did that. And you know, that to me is good. I have almost 900 hours in this game at this particular point, and I don't play it like constantly. But yeah, since it came out, I've put it almost 900 hours into it. Some people go seriously into it. Like Giant Software is coming out with new DLC all the time. There are mods. There are a mega ton of mods. So yeah, There's almost always something to do. It is easy to break the game with mods if you want to. So just take your time, find something you like. If it looks cool, you know, and you want to try it out, no biggie. All right, Edwin. Okay, so next thing we are going to do after we clean him off is we are going to come over here and we are going to open the animal dialogue. No, you can buy animals from here. Now, if you notice, like if we're not going to, but it's an extra fee on top of that. I don't want to do that. So what are we doing? How do I... Me remember... You know what? Yeah, here it is. Okay, we are going to rename Leonardo. And one of our subscribers here, Stray Dra, and confirm. And then we are going to rename this one, another one of our subscribers. And also my top mod, Tala Shandy, and my wife, Tala Shandy. All right, so they are completely clean. I got got all the exercise they needed today, so they will grow. Now we need to go to our other tractor, right here, and we need to weed this particular field right here. And check, make sure it's not, yep, we're good. I will, once the growth gets to this point, I will usually almost always use a helper because I can't see in there exactly where the weeds are and where I've done and where I haven't yet. So especially at night. And then we are pretty much done for the evening once we have that thing run. So as soon as that thing is over, we are going to let this thing run, and then we are going to go park it, and that will be our day. And then tomorrow, game-wise, we will harvest our crop, plant more crop, do our straw bales and everything else, and then we are going to work on deforesting some spots so we can expand fields. Don't that sound like fun? Because there is a lot of unused land that we haven't done anything with yet. I am also going to basically gonna get rid of some of those bushes. All right, and is that? Let's That's what there you go. That was smart. That was totally smart there. Now, if you angle this just right, you can get both at the same time. But angling it right can be a little tricky. And voila. Let's park this in here. And there's that. And we actually are done for the night. We could do some more, some contracts if we were so inclined. But that is, that will be up to you. You can, if you have the items, you can do it by doing pressing space to accept the contract. If you don't have the items, like for example, this one is harvesting sunflowers, and you don't want to buy the equipment because you're not going to do sunflowers, you just click backspace and borrow items, and we're done. Now we are going to rest to pass our time. It helps to go in the house. And it is 10 p.m., so we are going to go 8 hours. And is there any other problems here? Does not look like it. How we doing on growth? Hey, we are ready to harvest. Ta-da! Now, one thing we want to do on all these things while this is going on is we are going to slow time down. We do not want, well, no, actually we're not going to. We've got plenty of time. ×5 is fine. And this is growth stage 1. And again, if you want to, you can sit here and do the whole thing manually. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I personally just want to get out of the way. All right, where is my wagon? Right here. We're going to need this at some point. And another thing we're going to need. Oh. You've seen me, and I know you have, run over things and get in trouble for it because it destroyed crops. Well, helpers don't do that. They're hackers. AI does not, for whatever reason, and I mean it is good in a way, but they don't trigger that whole crop destruction thing. And again, this is all determined on whether or not you have anybody, a friend or whatever. If you're multiplayer in this, you don't need to buy, or you don't need to get helpers, because each one of you can do a job and, you know, get it done pretty rapidly. You want to have as much of a field as you can effectively work in a full day. There are certain mods that are called seasons. Some people really enjoy it. And what that does is it makes it so that I'm waiting for this, gotta get done. It makes it so that basically each day is like a month. And so, and you can only harvest and plant in certain months, and you got a limited time to get it done. All right, that's annoying. Let's turn that off. Let's turn our engine off. That way we can sit here and we can talk without it being annoying. Now, one thing you could be doing, and is a totally valid thing to be doing, is while your helper is doing that, if you'll notice, your horses are at 0% again. And they're now at 14% growth. So you notice the value is up. I could turn around and sell them right now and have a profit. Not what I'm going to do, but I could. So we could totally just come over here while that one over there is filling up. Jump on our horses. Go for a ride. And then when this one's done, we turn around and do the next one. And this is where you get into the point where you may want more than one horse, or more than two horses. You may want all your horses, and that'll keep you busy and occupied throughout your day. While your helper's doing something, you could be riding your horse. Or you could be doing what the helper's doing. You know, however you want to spend your time. One thing you cannot do is you cannot assign a helper to ride your horse. Or to bale your hay. So, or straw, whatever. Let's see. We are going to do a little bit longer on the quote-unquote tutorial, and then I'm going to go into the more advanced play. We're going to throw in some mods. Or no, never mind. I forgot. I want to show you all plowing and expanding fields and stuff like that, which is important information to have. Not necessary, but you know, it's a good idea to expand your fields. Especially if you're doing like a big multiplayer with multiple farms. You know, people are buying up plots left and right. You want to be able to get the most you can out of the plots you have. Especially with the first three, with the first starting fields, they are so small. So small. And it's like 3 separate fields, and you can just combine them into one. Without doing anything else. Just immediately go out and plow, buy a plow, and combine them. But isn't she pretty? You're a pretty horse. Except for that tail. That's my only thing about that they didn't do very well was the tail. Everything else is gorgeous. That tail, though. Dat tail, though. I thought you were lurking, sir. Here. Oh. Another thing about horses. If you'll notice right now, up in the, not that you can see where I was pointing, up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the weather. You see a sun and you see a cloud. If that cloud were a rain cloud, I would not be able to do anything with my fields. And go to bed. Go to bed, old man. Jeez. I was gonna say, is it already done? Nope. Sure ain't. Now, ideally, it is better to use less helpers, but you know, there are certain, you know, you can do how you do what you need to do in order to make money. That is a discussion. My daughter, when the first time she realized that she went broke because she was buying helper or getting helpers to do different things, and then now she's at the point she will not get helpers. Oh, yeah, no, close that gate. Close that gate. All right, come on, stranger. Let's go for a ride, sir. And also, we'll show you because that harvester will run out of will be done here shortly. You can tab off the horse and tab to the horse. So if ever your helper gets done with something and you need to go get that taken care of, you just tab target to the tractor, the harvester or whatever. Get it on to the next thing, to the next job that you need to do, then you tab back to your horse. We'll have to look and get marbles on stream. Yep, it's all right. So now we want to go to this one. Because he is done. That tree is also going to go. All right, let me check something real quick. Close that. And click this. Let's go to channel. Go to and Scheduled to go to 5:30. Okay. Just checking to see where I'm at. All right, cool. Now we're going to tab back to the horse. See? Voila. Beautimus. And then it just pauses. It pauses the amount of time you were riding the horse. You know, it goes on. Riding my horsey named a stranger, and I'm gonna get him trained so I can sell him off and get him going and make my money back. You're welcome. But yeah, I really like the horse system that they've got, again, except for the tail. Looks pretty similar. The only thing that I think I would enjoy with it, and I don't know if there's a mod that does it or anything else. I'll be honest with you, I've never really looked into it that far, but I would like it if they had a fatigue meter. You know how they have maintenance meters and gas meters for tractors. They could have a fatigue and a water meter for horses, to where you had to take them back to the stable or whatever, get them to water before, or else they're going to be walking like super slow, and their fatigue, you know, you wouldn't be able to just, like, you would have to pace, you would have to maybe like trot, and if you walked them, the fatigue meter would go back up as long as they were hydrated. And if and trot, it would go down so slow. Canter, it would go down just a little bit slower. Gallop, it would just down. So you would have to balance, and I don't think that would be that complicated. And based on the this button right here, that is the better shape, quote unquote, shape of it. So the better shape that it is in, the longer it takes for the fatigue meter to go down. Just how I would maybe do it. Just a maybe, you know, a maybe thing. Is that? Yep, that's 100%. Wow. Okay. Anyway, where'd you go? Straight right here. Let's clean you off. Awesome. Now that part is done. I think that one will be fine. We are going to get this part. And generally, you can, like, I could totally sell the straw from when the first field we did it. If I would have kept that straw, I never would have had to buy it. So if you are going to buy horses and stuff, if that looks like something you want to do, then don't sell off your straw the first time you get it. You can produce your own hay with little effort. And yeah. I think an idea. I need to check out donations. I mean, I don't have it set up. I do have it set up, but nah, I'm just talking out loud now. Never mind, don't worry about it. Don't pay no attention to me. Let's back up. Go ahead and get this part taken care of quickly. But thankfully, I am done with the horses for the day. So, and at this rate, this will give me quite a bit of cash. Now what I will probably do, because all the oats that I got, I should be good on the amount on the horses for a little while. I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking the next crop the next time we plant, because we're going to expand these fields, the next time we plant, we're not going to do oat or wheat or barley. And we could probably sell this. No, I need to do hay. So, yeah. Never mind. Never mind. And then that is all for there. Or that part. Got one more strip here, and then we got that whole field over there. I need to check and see how the harvester is doing. Yep, he has a full grain tank. All right, let's finish this strip right here and line it up to keep going on the other side. And then is that, yes, awesome. It actually is going to work out perfectly for, I'm not going to have to move the harvester at all. Ain't I a clever boy? Okay. Let's do that. And that. Let's hop out. Oh, nope. I forgot. Change that. Got to turn off the engine so I don't waste gas. Then we will run over here. You don't have to run. This is just a me thing. We're going to run over there, start the engine. Totally remembered to do that. Didn't have to be reminded at all. Pay no attention to the please start engine that flashed across the screen. Never happened. Was not a thing. Your eyes deceive you. But anyways, once we get this field expanded the way we want to, we've got about 25 more minutes before I have to go. So tomorrow or next Friday, or join us next time, depending, you might be watching this on YouTube. If you are, thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah. The next time we continue this playthrough, we are going to expand all 3 of these fields into 1 field. We are going to get rid of this right here, because why is that there? That does not need to be there. And then we are going to extend out this field here into there. Yeah, should be exciting. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Bye.